Hi Bellas, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annabelle Oyinkachi Atangak. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. And if you're a new subscriber here, welcome and thank you for being a part of the family, because I want to believe you've already subscribed to my channel. But if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you always get notified each time I have a new video up on the channel. But guess what? You would be the first to get notified if you put on the notification bell. From the caption, I believe that you already know what this is about. But before we dive deep into the whole situation, I just want to give you like a brief lowdown of everything before I carry you along with me. January 13th, oof, life cheated me. That's what I like to see it as. Life really cheated me. I lost my grandma and it was a big blow. Now, you may be wondering why I'm saying it was a big blow. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting emotional already. It was a big blow, not because I haven't lost anybody before. I lost my mom in 2012, but this one seemed really shocking to me because I don't know how you'd explain seeing somebody very healthy go to being very ill and weak and unable to do certain things for herself. Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, I lost my grandma in January and we had to, as a family, make plans and arrangements for how to bury her. And then we picked a date and buried her on the 12th of February, which was almost a month after she died. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you along with me to Imo State. Although right now I'm not in Imo recording this video, but I'm going to be taking you along with me to Imo State. That is back to February, because I couldn't just bring myself to sit down and talk about this and not feel emotional. But sadly, I'm still feeling emotional talking about it. That means I don't think it's ever going to stop if I have to talk about it. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get right into the video, shall we? Welcome to Owerri, formerly known as the Heartland, but now known as the capital of entertainment. Owerri is the capital of Imo State. For those of you who are not Nigerians, it's the capital of Imo State, southern Nigeria, at the intersection of roads from Aba, Onitsha, Port Harcourt, and Umuahia. Owerri is known for its plethora of hotels, bars, restaurants, and so much more. Which has earned it a reputation as Nigerian's entertainment center, like I earlier mentioned. Driving through the main town of Owerri just before we went to the village, everything seemed so different. The last time I visited this state was like 12 years ago with my grandmother, and that was the very first time I ever came here. Looking at these areas right now and that time, a lot of development has happened. Everything has changed. More constructions and more developments actually coming up. So I must say that I'm really impressed. Just take a look at the roads. Can you beat that? Is your state even up to that? Okay, now let's get serious. Remember what I said about Owerri being the capital of entertainment? Now just take a look at the government house with class. Well, for a state like this, they did a good job. The buildings, the structures, very beautiful. And here are the hotels. We were lodged in this hotel, and as at the time, they were just very new. So you can imagine a new hotel like this and imagine what the other hotels would look like. Rental hotel was quite accommodating, although they had like a little here and there when it came to their cleaning services. Well, I would say for their cleaning, I'll give them a 4. They're still trying, they need to employ new staff, but in all, I'll give them a 7. The environment is good, neat, good services, approachable staff members, but hey, that's not why we're here. So let me tell you a little story about this amazing woman. now late Mrs. Anna Efionga. She's such a beautiful soul. I mean, I'm blessed to have you as a grandmother. I can't make mention of her and not talk about her attributes, basically, how strong and how sacrificial she is. She would practically go to any length to make sure that her grandchildren and children are comfortable. You don't mess with my family members and think you go scot-free when we have a woman like her. Her strength is unimaginable. When burying an elderly person in an African setting, you must go ahead to do all of these large preparations because it's a celebration of life. Although it's a sad thing because you lost somebody, but once the person is elderly, from 70, it's a celebration of life.
Good morning. How are you doing, Belarus? How was your night? I had an amazing night rest. Like, it was so restful, and then everything seemed so, I don't know what I'm saying, but this morning we're preparing for Grandma's burial, so I'm just about to, do the necessary stuff, brush my mouth, take my bath. So yeah, I'm just going to carry you along because I promised that I was going to do that, so here goes nothing.
My grandma has never been an advocate for black. She's never liked it one bit. Even when I lost my mom, we had to wear white for the burial, and now we're burying her. We have to respect her choice of color. Ever since I lost my grandma, I'd always wanted an opportunity to spend the last moments with her, have conversations with her and all of that. And just arriving the house, we got here late. We couldn't see her corpse for the last time. And to be honest, this got me really sad. Well, we're headed to the church now where the whole burial rites are supposed to take place before we lower her corpse. And the service from now on is going to be in Igbo because it's a Catholic church and it's in Imo State, so enjoy.
I did my baptism in my years of Christ, my baptism whereby you know, yeah, but they got Christian, you can have become a rebellion. The child by Kanye, Gekayana, your son of Christ, and your mind.
My grandma was a strong Christian, a strong Catholic. She never played with her faith, and I'm very grateful to God that she brought up her children and all her grandchildren in the way of Christ. I mean, if as a mother or a parent and you can't give your children anything important, give them the teachings of God and show them the way. There is nothing as cherishable as that. Heading back to the house now, you can see sympathizers and family relatives all walking back down, well, because the house is not so far. Well, we're here now, and one of my grandmother's requests was that we bury her in her hometown. According to her, I want to be able to look after my children and make sure that they are fine. I will not die and they're still suffering. And well, we had no option but to respect her last wishes.
Sister Anna Efionga, by the Lord's command, we commend your body into the hands of our Lord Jesus Christ in heaven, through Christ our Lord.
Amen. The African setting or style requires that anyone you're burying the relatives of that individual comes to pay their last respect. So right here, the first son, first daughter down to the last child all paid their respects to grandma. After the conclusion of the burial comes more like a reception, so to say, because like I earlier mentioned, if you're burying an elderly person in an African setting, it's celebration of life. As much as it can be painful that you've lost a loved one, it is celebration of life.
Okay. I use my original village.
Come, I'm not going to
Just after everything, on a Sunday we had Thanksgiving, family Thanksgiving, for the smooth process of events and everything that happened within the space of 3 days. And there was a little meeting as expected. I mean, after things like this, you sit everybody down and have conversations and bond, because we don't get to do this always. So this may not happen for most families. They may not do the Thanksgiving immediately. Some do it later, some do it as a memorial, but whichever way works for you, go ahead to do it. All right, there's no one way as regards Thanksgiving and every other thing. So here's just a look around my village, my grandmother's house, and what an actual village looks like. That's if you haven't been to anyone before. Alright guys, if you've stayed till this very moment, I want to first of all say a very big thank you for sticking with me and following through the process. So everything you saw back in that video was how it all happened in February, and I'm sorry I'm putting out this video now, but first of all I have to be in the right mental frame of mind to be able to give you this kind of content, because I really would not want to come here and start shedding tears. It's not like I've not done that in the beginning already, but I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two from this video. And if you haven't been to Imo State, well, this is my free ticket to taking you to Imo State. So you've been to Imo State officially. Right now, you are allowed to say that I've been to Imo State, okay? So go ahead, subscribe to my channel. Please do click on the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you get to be the first person to get notified each time I have a new video up on my channel. Remember, I post new content every Mondays and Thursdays, and I really want you to be a part of the Bellas. So go ahead and click on the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. You're not paying a dime for subscribing to my channel. The exclusive opportunity to be the first set of persons that get to see my video before others who want to subscribe. So I'd love you to indulge me by subscribing to my channel. All right, thank you so much guys, I really do appreciate. And if you've lost a loved one this year, my sincere condolence to you, and I hope that moving forward into the year, everything will be fine, everything will go fine for you and go smoothly for you, and you won't have to shed tears in pain, but enjoy instead. Bye guys, see you in my next one.